I want to enter first class, but first class does not want me to enter. I'm in 400 level, but I still bow down for my parents because at the end of the day, I didn't want to be thrown out of the house. So you're going to definitely get into a relationship or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So obviously today's video, as you can tell, is just going to be me talking with you and reminding you or advising you or telling you about the things that you should. First of all, this video is aimed at everybody, okay? If you are in the university, if you are going to the university, if you have been in the university, if you are making plans to go to the university, if you have kids you want sent to university, this video is for you. I want this video to be a kind of investment because I want you to always come back to this video to remind yourself, because I'm about to sit down and first of all open my own book of secrets and about life in the university. This video also is mostly tailored for my freshers, okay? Freshers in the building. I know you guys might not want to say anything, but I really appreciate you guys. If my angle has shifted, please, NEPA took light. If I was sitting down like this before, NEPA took light, so I moved. So yeah, let's get back to our video. Now, coming to the university for me was an eye-opener, okay? Because I lived with my parents most of my life. I hardly went to boarding school. I hardly lived outside my parents' house, so I was always with mommy and daddy every time. So that freedom, that sense of aloneness, that sense of you are the only one there, just if you went to boarding school or in secondary school, you might have not had this experience. For me, it was an experience, okay? And I'm here to just basically gist with you guys and tell you things that I passed through, basically. First thing I like to say is you should always remember where you're coming from. When you get to the university, there's no mommy and daddy again. There's nobody to tell you that, except you have an elder sibling in that school that is controlling you. You don't have anybody to watch you, so you are going to meet a lot of people. You're going to be influenced in so many ways. You're going to meet people that their parents allow them to have iPhone X or iPhone X, not even iPhone 12 Pro Max. You're going to meet people that their parents let them pierce their nose, their parents, or they just do those things. Do you understand? So one thing that we should always do in the university, I'm also speaking to myself honestly, because sometimes I see something that I want it. One thing we should always remember in the university is that don't do what your family do not send you to go and be doing, or don't do what your family will not be proud to hear, honestly, because it is so easy to get carried away. Me myself, I've been in the university for 4 years, but I'm a 4th year student, so I have the right to make this video, period. So yes, I've been in the university for 4 years and I've seen things that my eye cannot. There's some things that I've never seen before in my life, and I got to the university and I saw them and I was this close to being influenced. So be yourself. When I got to the university, for example, let me give you a very, 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 very clear, vivid example. My mom is this kind of person that believes so much in, if you're a child, you're not supposed to wear expensive things because you're a baby girl. They take you to a clinic and they buy you clothes of 200 naira. That's what is small. Are you a working class person? No, you're not. When I came to the university, I saw my mates wearing designers. I saw my mates carrying expensive phones, expensive gadgets. And of course, my body was doing me. See this girl now. Why can't I have my own? That kind of things. Finding that balance, learning to understand that this is what my family can accept. In my house, now so we do now where our own stuff be this, that kind of thing has really, really helped me a lot in the university. Sometimes I slip, but I always manage to slap myself back to reality. So that's my first point. Remember where you're coming from in every situation, in your everything that you're doing in the university. Now, this role will help you in so many ways that you will not even understand, and I value this rule so much. Number 2 is to always be yourself in the university. That's like 1B, okay? So yeah, let me just give you a story of this little girl. I call her a little girl because she was 100 level at the time. It was her matriculation day and she did one outrageous makeup like this. Your parents are coming for your matriculation and they do not agree with you fixing lashes. They do not agree with you putting on huge eyeshadow. I feel like even if you want to make changes in the university, please communicate with your parents first, at least, because no matter how you may say, oh, I'm an adult now, I'm now in university, they are the ones paying your school fees, they are the ones buying your food for you. So always carry your parents along. Always tell them that mommy and daddy say what happened here and everything. Do you get? Be yourself in the university. Don't copy, because you're going to meet people that are doing things and you're like, people who are going to smoke, people are going to drink, people are going to have sex, people are going to be gay, lesbians. there a lot of things are going to come at you, and trust me, let me guarantee you 100% that the way you left your house, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I've gotten a lot of people telling me that I'm a dead guy, I'm a boring girl, I don't wear the coolest clothes, I don't have expensive clothes, everything I wear is cheap. I see my roommates wearing designer, I'm just like, oh God, when God do it for me. You know, I've seen expensive people around me, but I have held on to this be myself rule. I've heard people speak so well, I've heard people dress so well, I've seen people that, you know, basically their life is just swift. You know, they have everything in check. But I'll always remember to be myself and be original in whatever I do in the university. So that has really helped me. Another rule is to prioritize in the university. I'm not going to be that person that's going to say that, oh, when you get to the university, only read your book, don't go to parties, don't do this, don't do that. See, that is my biggest regrets as a student, okay? Because in my 4 years of being in this university, I haven't attended one party. And I regret it, to be very honest with you. Okay, not like I regret it, it's just the fear of the things that happen in the party that actually doesn't let me go to the party. But like, I regret not going out more. So what do I mean by prioritize? Prioritizing in the sense that create time, live, like have a life in the university. Do you understand me? Because I think those are the most crucial years of your life. Those are the years of your life that will make or mar you. Do you understand? So in the university, you have to be able to create time. I know it will not be easy. Create time, very, very, very important. Create time for your academics. Create time for your friends. You know that from 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock I'm reading. From 3 to 6 I'm playing. You know, create that balance between yourself. Trust me, you will have an amazing time. This is one thing that even me myself, I have to still knock on myself because I don't know this one. I say cannot balance it, but I will play into book time. You know, but it's never the other way around. I can never spend too much time reading. I always spend too much time playing. This is one thing I always try to strike a balance with. Prioritize, have a life, you know, try new things. Yes, you will be a guru in your course. Yes, you will be a guru, you will be a great student, you will go to class, you will pass all your courses, you make your parents proud. But remember to discover yourself. University is where you're going to discover yourself. Don't be a dead guy, because me, I was a dead guy. I'm still a dead guy. I'm trying to revive myself. My YouTube is my way of coming out more, because when I got to the university, let me tell you something, to be very honest, when I got to the university, I was very shy because I didn't have the finest clothes. I love my parents. I mean, now I've learned to appreciate them more, but I always wish that I had what every other person had. Like, it was so bad that I think I mentioned this in my insecurities video that I even did not used to go to even buy food. Because when you go to the place that buy food, everybody's looking fine with their nice hair. At that time, my phone was ringing. I was using Techno. I started university 100 level with Techno J8. I can't forget that phone. That was when I was, and the screen was already cracked before I came to school. So like, I was always inside my hostel. Don't be that kind of person. Go out. Trust me. Make friends. Join groups. Make friends that you know your spirit agrees with. Make friends that have the same goals with you. Make friends that the type of person that you are. Make friends that will not move you from what you are, who you are originally, that will not shift you from your purpose in life, you know. Find a good group, like someone like myself. I joined a group when I came here. I joined Abba Chapel General Ministries, glory be to God. I really, really enjoyed. I'm no longer a member actually for personal reasons, but I really, really enjoyed my stay there because everybody in that group was like me and I could relate. I felt really, really safe, you know, because trust me, school work will kill you. School work will choke you, and you will definitely need something to get your mind off. Yes, some people watch movies, some people go for sports, join sports, you know, do something. Don't just be a buku person. Please, I beg you in the name of the Almighty God, if you're in the university, arrange your life well. Try out other things. If you're going to make it a 60-30 or 60-40, no, 60-40 is too much. 70-30, like your academics 70 but your social life 30. Discover a skill, you know, try something, like build your life in the university. Don't just be an academic, because at the end of the day, the degree no fit work for you. If you know use that degree, if you know even work where you study, if you know, you understand what I mean, sha? But university is the time for you to build your other life apart from school. Do you understand? So please give your social and outside school life a little bit, just a little percentage. Now, another thing I'd like to say is that the university for me has not always been interesting, has not always been sweet. There have been days where I felt like crying because academics has slapped my life. You know, even as we speak, I'm struggling. Let me not even lie to you. I'm struggling. I want to enter first class, but first class does not want me to enter. So it's a very serious problem. This brings me to my next point, that we should always hold on to God in the, no matter how small, no matter how, even if it's God, I beg help me that I can say it's something, you know. So I want to just let you guys know that you should always remember God, because sometimes it's our only hope. Sometimes we deviate, sometimes we mess up and we just forget how much we need Him. So like, always hold God dear, always tell God, always remind God that God, I come. You know, try your best, talk to God, because He's the only one that can help you. Your parents can't see you, your other siblings can't see you, your aunties, your guardians, they can't see you, your uncles can't see you. So always try your best to have a relationship with God as a student, because that is very, very important. He's going to guide you in your academics, in your social life, in your decisions that you're going to make. Set standards, okay, in the university for yourself. Yes. Now this point is kind of tangled with the know where you're coming from. There are some things that me in the university I can never do. I can never ever do, because I know that my family does not take the kind of thing, and I can't just because somebody is doing that come and do it. No, that's not me. You can't find me doing some things. So set standards for yourself. Look at yourself. Say, okay, your name is Mary. Mary, you are not doing this. Mary, you can't join this group. No. Mary, this is what you want to do with your life. Mary, you are going to be this kind of person, and you are not going to let anything mess you up. Do you understand? You are going to move with this kind of friends. Be strict, be precise with your dreams in uni. You know, be focused. Have fun, but be careful. You know what you are doing. Basically, shine your eye well, because at the end of the day, me, I always use my parents and my life at home as a blueprint. If you were at home, would you do this? If your parents found out about this, would they be happy? Do you get? Because at the end of the day, everybody wants to say, oh, we're mature, we're in the university. I'm in 400 level, but I still bow down for my parents, because at the end of the day, I didn't want to be thrown out of the house. So that's one thing I like to say. Set standards for yourself. Have fun in the university. Grow that adult in you. You know, discover yourself. There's some things that I've changed about myself, like my fashion sense. You know, learn. Try new things. You know, if you see something that you like, something that is sensible, something that rhymes with your standards, with your family, with your goals, with your person, with where you're coming from in life, try it. Don't get carried away by what everybody else is doing. Move. I told you, use your family as a blueprint, because it really will help you. That helped me a lot. That kept me sane, because there's some things that I will see and that look very, very, very attractive. But when I remember that your mommy, your daddy will not allow you to do that one, I thought, be like, okay, I'm not doing, and that brought me this far. You know, I've had the only thing that has bothered me in life in the university is my academics and the fact that I don't have a social life, or I don't have much of a social life. But I'm trying, and I regret not attending parties. So please do not be like me. And yeah. This topic is one I don't really know how to talk about, but that would be relationships in the university. I'm not that person that will tell you not to date in the university because I had a boyfriend. Yes, I had a boyfriend. I think I was in 200. I don't know. I dated in 200 level, but I was very, very sure what I was doing, or I felt like I was sure for that my time or that age. You know, I still had that I can't do this thing in my mind. I still had that can't do spirit. I even started dating since secondary school. But my parents don't know. My parents should watch this video. That's it for me. You know, you're going to definitely get into a relationship or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 in the university, but that's where setting standards comes in. I don't know how to come and start telling you that don't have a boyfriend, or if you feel, because obviously from 19 years old, everybody wants to. So if you feel, that's what I'm saying, prioritize, learn to prioritize, create time for a relationship, always make sure that your books have the most, because if you fail, nobody is going to look at your face that you are having a boyfriend that loves you and want to marry you. You shall fail. The main reason why you went to the school, a school like mine that were paying millions. Now imagine if I go and fail. So yeah, you want to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, fine, but be decent about it. That's what I'll say. You know, don't let it destroy your life. Have a relationship and be sensible about it. Like me, I dated and I did not let it come. Thank God I dated the right guy, because, you know, he helped me a lot, you know. Let me not go into detail, but what I'm trying to say is that just date the right person and prioritize. And if you see that this person or this relationship is making you lose focus on your engineering or your medicine or your law, then please shift away. Okay? So yes, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you learned something. I hope that you agree with me. If you are a university student, I hope that this reminded you and is going to slap you back on the right track, because we do usually deviate. And if you're a graduate, I hope that this inside thing that you lived with when you were in uni. And thank you guys so much for watching this video again. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, share this video, leave a comment down below, add your own advice. Love you and see you in my next one. Bye.